Hi everyone, this is Mr. Peets. So I am going to show you how to draw three very cutesy cartoony animals. And each animal is going to have their own texture. This one's going to be furry, this one's going to be scaly, and this one's going to be smooth. Now, I already started by drawing three very simple circles. So these animals are just going to be basic circles, just to kind of keep things simple. Because I care more about the textures that you guys draw. And I started for the first one that's going to be our furry animal, I started to make cat ears. So this cutesy animal is going to be a cat. Okay, so I started with the pointed ears. All right, and then you can kind of put these little extra triangles in there like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and give it some eyes. So I'm just giving some cartoony eyes. It's sort of like a flat line and then sort of a big loop on top. This eye seems to be a little bit bigger than the other. And I give the cat nice big eyes, just like that. And then the cat has really close to the eyes, like a little triangular nose, like this, just like a downward triangle. And then we're going to do a regular J and a backwards J. All right? And then we have something that looks really simple, cute, cartoon cat. All right? Now for the snake, we're going to draw the eyes. I'm going to make them a little bit thinner, like this. And then for the eyes, I'm going to do almost like straight lines like this. And then the nose is going to be like two sort of dots like this. And then we're going to go, I'm going to start with the mouth, kind of like a big wide smile. And then I think I want to put his tongue out to the side. So his tongue kind of waves out like this, has two sort of sharp points at the end, comes right back up into there. Okay, this is going to be our snake. And then the last one, we're going to make this our whale. So for the whale, I want to first make the back fins like this. And then I want to have maybe, this is where the water is going to come out. So we'll have some water kind of coming out like this. Like that, maybe a couple droplets. Kind of looks like broccoli. And then we're going to make one nice big eye, just like we did this sort of the same way with the cat eye. Nice big round eye. And then the whale's mouth, I know it seems weird, but the whale's mouth actually starts a little higher. So I'm going to kind of draw it and then bring it down underneath like that. And that's going to be our whale's mouth. And then maybe we'll put a fin just like this. Okay, and then, let's put like a big round, so sort of like a killer whale type white spot on the bottom, just like that. All right, so we have our cat, we have our snake, and we have our whale. So for the cat, we're going to go ahead and start to put the texture on. So just like you guys did with the boxes, you're going to put the fur all around the cat. And I do want you to spend some time doing this, and I don't want you to rush. Now notice how I'm kind of going beyond the edge of the circle, because that's going to make the outside edge look also really furry. All right, you're going to do that all the way around. You're going to do that all in here, all around. Okay, so all of this, but you're not going to put any of the hairs inside the eyes or inside the nose, but you will have some, maybe around the mouth. The hairs can be a lot smaller. And the cat also has some whiskers. So I'll put some sort of lines like that. And I want you to cover the entire cat with all this fur. And notice that I'm keeping my lines really chaotic. And I'm also going outside of that edge, which is really, really important. Okay, so you're going to fill that in. Now for the snake, I'm going to start off by the mouth by putting this sort of, these bumpy shapes that are going to be above the mouth and then I'll do one below the mouth. It kind of looks like teeth, but these are going to act sort of as the big scales that are near the mouth of the snake. Then from here, remember how we did this with the other assignment? I'm going to start to jump from the top of the mountain to the other top of the mountain. And I'm going to do this all the way around. So that we have these sort of scales that are occurring. I'm kind of starting doing those sort of scale shapes around the eye too. You can do that and then continue to do the scales. And you can see that it's just like a continuation from I'm jumping from the top of the mountain to the next top of the mountain and so on and so forth. And so you're going to do the scales in both directions and you're going to cover the entire face just like this. And when you're done, it'll look really cool. It'll look like kind of look like the snake's face. And then the last one, again, I want you to fill that in. When you do the whale, we can say that the whale has very smooth skin. But because it's also a circle, it's very rounded. So starting at the very top, I'm going to do sort of these slight curves, and I'm going to keep them really close to each other. I know this one takes a lot of patience, and that's okay. I want you guys to practice. And keep those lines really close together. And by doing this, when you look at it from far away, it should give the illusion that the skin is very smooth, just like you would see in scratch art. Okay, now when I get to a little fin, I'm just going to kind of change direction, kind of go like that. And then the back fin, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm actually going to kind of follow. And then I can continue with the rest of them. All right, and then you're practicing your textures. That's really, really important. Okay, and then we can leave this part white. And then even the texture of the water too, like if you wanted to have more of a water droplet-y type of thing. And then little water droplets coming out. And then if you just wanted to add a little bit of water, because the whale's not floating in the air, he's floating in the water. So then you have the smooth, you have the scaly, and you have the fur. Just make sure you complete all of those. All right, and then you're going to do the same thing. Take a picture of it and turn it in. All right, I can't wait to see what you guys make. See you later.